Right, hi everybody, it's PJ here, and it is Easter. In fact, it's Good Friday, but every Friday's a Good Friday, isn't it? It's the last working day of the week. Right, so let's tell you a little bit about what's gone off this week on this podcast. Yeah, sorry. Welcome to my podcast. Let's tell you a little bit about what's gone off. I've done one or two videos this week. Some of them have already gone live, and some are still waiting to go live. Let's have a quick recap of the ones that's gone live, or those that are interesting anyway. The first one we need to talk about is the chemical company. This chap, when I first came out, he was quite happy for me to take videos around the site, but as soon as I told him I was going to send a drone up, oh dear, he did not like that at all. So we had a bit of a discussion, and he was going to go away and phone his gaffer, and then he come back and said, no, you still can't fly your drone. And then he asked me, what weight is it? And I told him, and he went, oh, okay, do what you like then. What can I say? The chap knew what was going off, and he knew what the score was, and he was just trying to blag me a little bit. The other company I went to was Mars. Now, this video's already out, and I expected Mars to be food, you know, like have Mars bars and things like that. But apparently, no, it's not. It's pet food, pedigree, chum, and all that kind of stuff. And I have to admit, if you have a look, this yard was absolutely immaculate. But the interesting bit about this video was the guy going up the chimney, and I couldn't figure out what the bit that was trailing from him, I'll put my teeth back in, trailing from him was. I thought it might have been an earth wire, but 4 or 5 people have said that it's probably a tape measure, so they can measure how high he is when he's doing bits and pieces on the chimney and checking the chimney. I don't know. And then at the end of the video, we met a nice young lad and his mum who decided they wanted some key rings. So key rings is what they got. The next company we went to was GXO Chemicals, and I got talking to one of the lads in the yard, and he said, yeah, I'll tell you loads about it. And he started telling me quite a bit about the company and one or two other things, and told me they'd got a self-contained water cleaning department that took all the waste and cleaned all the water so they could send it back through the system again. And it was really, really interesting. The only thing he couldn't tell me about was customers and things like that. But you could see who they were with the vehicles going in and out. But he did suggest to me to walk round the other side and have a word with his manager, and they would be able to give me more information. When I got round there, this was the response I got. No, I'm just having a walk round site, and that is the site.
You're not allowed on site.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I don't want to come on site. I just wanted to find.
I've been through those gates, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, they told me to come to reception to try and find out a bit more about what you do here.
No, any inquiries regarding our business have to go through central head office.
Can you believe it? You know, I only want to know a little bit about the company. And anyone would think that, you know, it was MI5 or something, because I said to him, is that the water treatment plant? And his reply was...
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to give you any detail. You need to... What I do know is you do need to be off this site, right?
You know, can you understand these people? I was just making general inquiries about the business and, you know, like letting all my viewers know what goes off there. And this was the kind of response I got, which was, a little bit disappointing. Then I went to a company called Igloo. Now, Igloo do chilled and frozen deliveries and ambient deliveries as well. I hadn't even got to the gate and somebody's coming up going, PJ, give us a key ring. And then he told me all about the company. This is only a short video, but it's quite interesting. One of the lads who worked in the yard come along and started talking to me and telling me a bit about the business and one or two other things like that. So yeah, it was quite a pleasant encounter. The next place I went to, I met, well, 2, perhaps 3 guys, you can say 3 guys, who were really, really dry sense of humour. They were absolutely crazy, these people. They talk about taking the mickey out of each other. They really, really like to rib each other and have a good go at one another. So, you know, there's not a lot to see of the business, but there's certainly a lot to see where these 2 chaps are taking the mickey out of each other. And then when the 3rd guy turned up, he got a rib in as well. So it's quite an amusing video. That's got to go live. Yeah, all these have got to go live now. The chemical place, the Igloo, and the funny people. They've all still got to go live yet. Then I went to XL Joinery, and it was starting out as a real good video, and then unfortunately my GoPro died for some reason. I have no idea why. It started off going really, really well, and then all of a sudden drop dead, of course, as somebody's kicking off at me. So I flew the drone over the top and got quite a bit of good aerial footage. And then one of the managers come out and had a word with me saying, have you been flying the drone over the top? Which obviously I had. And we had a chat for 5 minutes, and he was quite a pleasant bloke, really. So, you know, here he is. He's just explaining that, you know, he wasn't very keen on my video and the site, and really and truly I should have come and asked first, but that never happens, does it?
It would have been a little bit more comfortable if you'd have come to speak to me first about it.
Yeah, maybe, but...
Well, no, not maybe, absolutely.
And then the last place I went to was a paint company. Then the last place I went to was Johnston's Paints. Now, this was a big site. It got 2 entrances. The first entrance I went to, the security was a bit stroppy. Oi, you, come here. Come here now. Like, really? You know? Don't take orders from you. But then he kind of settled down a little bit when he realised that he'd got no joy. Yeah, he was a bit stroppy. I flew the drone over that gate and then walked round to the other gate and met another security guy who told me, you can't fly your drone here. Here we go, look. It's private property, etc, etc, etc. So, yeah, it's been quite an interesting week. So, what I'm planning on doing is putting one of these videos out every week if I can, and they're going to be on a podcast channel. It's still going to be PJ Audits, but it's going to be under a separate heading. So you will be able to watch the videos, or if you don't want to watch them, if you're driving somewhere, you'll still be able to hear them. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but there you go. So you'll still be able to listen to them while you're driving or while you're at work, etc, etc. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and guess what? I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon.